million internet users in Uganda, and the country is home to 2.05 million social media users, equating to 4.3% of the total population.
In a bid to achieve inclusive and equitable quality education and improve lifelong learning opportunities for all, in February 2020, the Ministry of Education reviewed the old curriculum and came up with a new one known as New Lower Secondary School Curriculum, with intentions of producing secondary school graduates with competence of employability in the job market today.
But remember last time I was here and I told you that the skills development, the fight against unemployment is the realistic goal. Yes.
In his address to the owners of the schools, together with parents in Luweero district, Dr. William Mutekanga, the Assistant Commissioner of Private Schools in the Ministry of Education, appealed to the owners of the institutions to stop complaining about the expensiveness of the new curriculum and encouraged them to invest in their schools in order to provide a conducive learning environment for the learners to embrace the new curriculum.
If you want cheap things, then you are going to be they always say if you don't, for example, if you don't take your child to school, then you are going to be ignorant. If cheap things are expensive, they say try ignorance. Ignorance is very cheap, but it's very costly. So at the end of the day, you are going to be costly. The problem is that people need to attach value. For example, the trainings we have seen here, the activities we have seen here have been costly just because somebody put in money. And the child has been able to excel just because there was a lot of money, there was a lot of time, there was a lot of resources, costumes, and the outcome is excellent. So if you say it is very expensive, then you will be left out. And this world is a competitive world. You must compete if you have to fit in society.
Michael Chironde, the chairperson for private school owners in Uganda, called upon the government to subsidize these schools to enable them match with the demands of the new curriculum.
The equipments and facilities to use to implement are quite expensive. I call upon our government to come and subsidize to the schools to see that we can be able to implement. And where necessary, government should also help to, especially on the science teachers, to pay them the salary, to pay salaries in private schools, to embrace the old program which we used to have in between government and private schools to support this program.
Teachers appreciated the values of the new curriculum. However, they pointed out the issues of abstractness and a lot of funds needed to run the program, hence changing many teachers from embracing the curriculum.
We understand that learning has never ceased. Another challenge with the new lower curriculum, it is still abstract. People are still linking the old model to the new model. But all in all, we appreciate the values. The moment you see a flower somewhere, you are ready to go into the thorns. That is why we are so competent, we are so confident, and we are ready to move every mile to embrace the new lower curriculum.
Students have called upon parents to work together with the government in terms of provision of necessities required, as the curriculum is a more practical and hands-on program that helps the learners to gain skills, making it easy for them to start up something rather than waiting to be employed.
The new curriculum is quite a beneficiary to everyone in Uganda, and in the coming future, I think it's going to eradicate the unemployment problem, the poverty in Uganda. It's a job creating sector. Like in the new curriculum is just creating people who are going to make Uganda a better place.
The curriculum reform means a total change in the education system and should involve parents, teachers, students and other stakeholders so that they own the process from the onset.